Arpan Seth sir. He is an alumni of a college of batch 2006 and 8. He is having an overall experience of 12 years. He has worked in several organizations and at various reputed positions as well. He has worked as deputy manager at Reliance Global Com Limited. He has worked as price manager at Ericsson Global India, and currently he is working as senior pricing manager and regional sales manager at Global Cloud Exchange. Thank you, sir, for coming and accepting our invitation. Now, I would request our director, ma'am, to please address us with a welcome address.
Very warm evening, Mr. Arpan.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's our pleasure to welcome the alumni always. And yes, I always say that you look back and your alma mater is always ready to welcome you people. So it's always pride privilege when we share the dais with our students. And I think for a teacher, there cannot be a pride more than this. So I was listening to your profile. You have done a remarkable growth in your career, and God bless you. You keep on growing like this. And this technology, see, it has brought us, like we could not meet Dr. Pandey that time, but today virtually you are able to see him on this forum. So technology has brought us very closer. So you feel, because we are talking to our children like this only. So everything is online. We are doing the things because pandemic has thrown us in such an unprecedented challenges, and we have accepted it. Rather, there is no way but to accept it. Okay. And I think we must use this crisis to the best of our opportunities, and should try to take advantage of it. So today we look forward for your journey, how you fared in corporate after leaving the campus, and from campus to corporate corridor, your footprint. You must have changed many organizations at different positions. So our students are eager to listen from you, because they listen to me every time, but it is an opportunity for them to listen from you, your experiences, how you felt when you were sitting at the same benches or at the same position where you shared the benches earlier, maybe 10, 12, 15 years back. So down the memories line, but unfortunately today physical classes are not there, but virtually we are there together. And I'm sure that this pandemic will go over. Maybe by end 2020, we again will come back to our normality. That is what are the expectations. I'm sure that Dubai is doing well, because we don't listen much about Dubai in this, and you will tell us more about how life is there and how corporates are facing this type of unprecedented crisis, and what are the opportunities our students will look forward, and the kind of skill set is required in today's changing scenario. Technology is going to play a great driver today. And you cannot say that I'm a finance guy, I'm a marketing guy, or I'm an HR person. The things have gone now. You have to be a skilled person, okay? And you cannot ignore technology. Let it be cloud, or let it be machine learning or artificial intelligence. Management students have to learn all these things. Maybe you're not actually doing coding, but to drive this game in change scenario, you have to have a knowledge of all this. So over to you for further proceedings, and students are eager to listen from you more. Okay, so once again we welcome you at I.T.S forum, on this virtual platform.
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am, for summarizing everything, and Amisha, thanks to you as well. Like Director ma'am said, that's truth. The current situation is it's dynamic, it's changing. Everyone is confused. Everyone is everything looks very challenging, but at the same time, I must say this this changing time has brought a lot of opportunities as well. Because times are changing. We need to see how we are doing business. We need to change our ways of doing business. Technology has to play a very, very important role. Normally, as a human being, we all resist to changes. The first thing that comes to my mind, no, because we have been doing things in a particular way we cannot do this way. I mean, there is a kind of natural resistance which we all face, but times like this, and situation and challenges like this, they force us to change our attitude and change our ways of doing business. Now, coming back to I.T.S thing, like ma'am said, the kind of platform that I received in I.T.S as a student, obviously it helped me a lot in shaping my career. And the lesson that I received as a student in I.T.S, telling you frankly, I got my first lesson. I got my lesson in the first class of MBA. It was the first class, and I still remember our director at that point of time was Mr. Bedi. He just, I was just like you students, and he just walked in the morning, and the first sentence that he said after good morning to you all was something that is helping me till now. And that sentence was, your attitude will decide your altitude. So this, probably at that point of time, I heard that sentence. I knew that this is important. Probably I will feel importance of this thing going forward in my life. And now I think, your attitudes, even if you're working in corporate life, you're working in your personal life, you're doing anything, all matters is attitude. COVID is a challenge. Yes, it is a challenge. It's a very challenging time. We cannot go to college. Yes, you cannot go to college, but we can study online. We can work online. Okay. So you cannot give an excuse. I cannot study because, I'm not going to college and the studies got hampered. I cannot develop my skill because I do not have access to office. I'm not meeting my colleagues. I cannot meet my target. No. This thing, uh, it looks like a problem, but the thing is, it is not problem. It is a factor. It is it's just environmental thing. The problem is your attitude, how you are reacting to this thing. So I'm sure um, most of you who would be in final years, probably, you have this kind of uh, a sense of insecurity. It is with everyone. It is with you. It is with me. No matter whoever is sitting wherever, it is with everyone. That what will happen? What will happen? If this thing will continue. I have to say just two things. Just remain calm, focus on what you are doing, and just focus on the opportunities that you will get during this time. There are plenty of opportunities. So that was something that I thought, I'll talk about this. And this is really one important thing, like ma'am said, what exactly is helping me to move forward in life. So this is one thing which is definitely helping me to move forward in life. And you all guys, you have got such a wonderful platform. You got such a wonderful teacher, academics, infrastructure. I think whatever you need to success in corporate life, you are getting there. Just work a bit on your attitude, and nobody can stop you from moving forward in life. You moving forward, you will complete your studies in probably next 1 year or 8-9 months. You will be placed in different companies. Trust me, you all have to learn every day. Learning is a continuous process. It is not like you learn from your books, you learn from your projects, and then you'll go and you'll apply in your day-to-day life, and success is a guarantee. No, you will learn from your actions. You will learn from situations. Nobody would have ever thought about this thing when I was in MBA, or probably even you last year. Nobody would have thought about it, that down the line next year in 2020, we all will face such a challenging time. People will start losing their jobs. People will start losing their lives. But yes, we all are here and we are facing it. And on one hand, where multiple businesses went down, there were certain businesses which were struggling before, but because of this COVID thing, it has started booming. So what the crux of the story is, opportunities are there. It were before, it is today. It is up to us how do we change ourselves. I think ma'am has rightly mentioned about about an example, like I'm a finance guy, I don't know about technology. I am a banking, I'm from banking background, I'm from commerce background, or I'm from technology background, I do not know finance. We all need to change. I'm not using word you. I will be definitely using this word we, because I'm also like you. Probably down the line, I see next year you'll all start working, and you all will be the same field, and I'm sure that you will do better than me or any other person. So we all are here. We all need to adopt the difficult times, and we need to make our attitude like this. Problems will be there, challenges will be there, but we need to control you cannot control problems, you cannot control challenges. What you can control is your attitude. So look at it positively, and you will get ways to shape your career. ज़्यादा हो गया ज्ञान?
No, sir.
नहीं ज़्यादा नहीं हुआ. Okay, Arpan, these students are having certain questions. मतलब Amisha has collected some questions, right? So he'll be asking, right? So Amisha, now it is up to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, my first question is, please tell us your journey from India to Dubai.
Okay. Well, Amisha, I'm not as serious as you, by the way. I mean, my teachers knows that. So the first thing is strike my mind, बहुत सारी flights चलती हैं यार. Anyways, coming back to your question, I got placement when I was in MBA third semester. Thank you very much to my teachers. And it was, if I remember it correctly, it was the first placement of college. So thank you all credit goes to my teachers, and DK Pandey sir is there, couple of teachers. I was actually chatting with Nitin sir few days back. They always had confidence on me, and they avoided I was very naughty. I was not like you. I used to do a lot of things there in college. So but I used to study as well. I was focused. If you'll ask me, yes, I was focused. So my first placement, it was a wonderful placement that I got with the help of college, was with Axis Bank. At that point of time, Axis Bank was known as UTI Bank, and they were under the brand changing exercise. They were changing their brand from UTI to Axis Bank. It was back in 2008. And it was a wonderful placement. So I still think, that kind of platform which I got at that point of time, that was really helpful for me, in moving forward in my life. And then after that, I worked with bank for a couple of years. And somehow I worked with couple of years, but I'm telling you guys, when I was there, probably within 1 month, I realized I'm not a banker. I cannot come here and every day throughout my life, I need to do something differently. I mean, this is not the kind of life which I want, or kind of career that I want. You'll get that feeling, when that feeling comes, oh shit, tomorrow is Monday, I need to go back to work. So you need to figure out until you reach that point, that when you stop counting Sunday, Mondays, or weekdays. Okay, now at this point of time, I love my job, I love my profile, I work 24/7 without any complaint. Why? Because I love this job. Somehow it suits my personality, it suits my liking and all those things. And I left Axis Bank in less than 2 years. And then I was searching for an opportunity, and somehow I landed up with this telecom company, which was Reliance Global Communication in Mumbai. Now, Reliance Global Communication, which was the owner of Flag Telecom at that point of time, where I'm employed at this point of time, they were pioneer in data business. We are into the telecom industry. We provide infrastructures to telecom providers across the globe. So I'll give you an example in order to make you understand what exactly the company do and what is the kind of job that I'm doing. Uh, like in India, there are major telecom providers: Jio, Airtel, and Tata Communication. Right at this point of time, these three are, and Airtel. These three are main telecom providers. Similarly, if you see in UAE, Etisalat and Do are there. Now, what do we do? The telecom companies there in India, the telecom companies here in UAE, we give them connectivity in between two. So any data or voice, on this profile Google Meet where we are talking, this entire data is flowing from India to UAE, right? Now this data flows through submarine cable network. So there is a cable which is built under the sea across the globe, connecting different countries. Now, my company is owner of those submarine cable systems. So we provide infrastructure to telecom companies which are, situated and located in different countries. So this is what my company does. So I landed up there in 2000, probably 10 something, and I was a pure commerce graduate with MBA in finance and marketing, like ma'am mentioned. And somehow I working for 2 years in banking industry. I landed up in a technology driven company. So I'm telling you guys, for first year, it was like, people are talking in Greeks. It all sounded Greek to me. I was like lost, and I landed with a profile which had finance kind of thing. I was a pricing manager, so my job was to issue commercials to the sales, and it was all related with numbers. Very less technical knowledge that I learned during the process. But after spending close to 6-7 years in pricing profile, uh, you know, I started feeling, this is something which is again forcing me to remain working in Excel sheet. I wanted something which is customer facing, uh, because it changes your personality, it gives you more exposure, and things like that. And so I was trying to move towards the sales profile. Commercial, I learned. Technical, I learned. Technology, I learned. I'm still learning. Uh, then I wanted to shape my career because I wanted to move forward and drive the whole business. Being a soldier who is fighting from the front. So I kept fighting. I learned. I'm still learning, and I moved to sales role probably 2 years back in this company. At this point of time, I am heading sales for India, sales for Sri Lanka, and sales for Maldives, and sales for Singapore. So all the technology, telecom companies in these countries are my customers. Probably Jio, Airtel, Tata Communication in India, they are my customer. In Singapore, Singapore Telecom is my customer, and similarly Lanka Bell in Sri Lanka is my customer. So now what happens is my job requires extensive amount of traveling. Sometimes, not sometimes, many times, it's a pain. It's a big pain. You just come back and you need to move for your next customer meeting and all. And we always used to think that if we are not meeting our customers, we are not building relationship, we are not meeting face to face, probably we may not be able to do business. It was always there in my mind, in our mind, and people across the world in telecom companies, they keep on moving. Even when I worked for Ericsson also a couple of years when I was in Delhi. So I was given on Ethiopia telecom project. So I spent close to 1 year in Ethiopia and close to 1 year in Malaysia. while handling their profile. So it was there in our mind that if travel will stop, probably the business will stop. But I'm telling you, we all stopped traveling, especially in this 2020. Nobody traveled, and the business is going as usual. So what all industry, I was listing down what all industries got benefit from this COVID. Is one of the industries, telecom industry. The data demand, um, the overall consumption for bandwidth has increased manyfold. So there are two examples. See, airlines, hotels, they got hit badly, whereas telecom, technology, logistics, it just shoot up. There's a boom. The demand got 2, 3, 4 times. We need to upgrade bandwidths on our cable systems continuously in order to feed demand across the nations where our cables are landing. We never anticipated that much increase in demand in this much amount of time. So that's what I have to say. So to answer your question, yes, I worked with the banking industry and then I moved to telecom. And it is not like my journey has stopped. It is still going. I have landed Dubai from India, not directly, via Ethiopia, Malaysia, and then Dubai. And tomorrow we never know, where we are. Probably I'm back to India or somewhere else. So it has all these things has a lot of things to do with your attitude. When you are working with a group of people in organization, the first thing that everyone notices is your attitude. Then comes your experience. Then you'll get a chance to demonstrate your ability, your capabilities, your skill set. All those things comes later on. And I'm telling you, if with my past 12 years of experience in corporate, if you have right attitude, people will always support you. People will always, hold your hand and give you opportunities to move forward. However, if your attitude is not right, no wonder how much skilled person you are, you will always face challenge. And a skill is something that you can learn. Attitude is also you can learn. Right attitude you can change. So both of these two things goes hand in hand. So always take that organizational behavior classes seriously. I never used to take those classes seriously. It was so boring. I used to sleep at the back. But now at that point of time, I used to think economics is very important because it was one of my favorite subjects. Management is very important. Management is important. It is still important, but right management comes with right attitude. Management alone means nothing. I may be wrong, but I'm just sharing what I have learned in my life.
Yes,
So you will be managing people, or even if you are not managing people, you are working with people in both the cases. And managing people and managing your business profile. Managing your business profile is easy, but managing people is very tough, very, very tough. So that's all, Amisha. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next question is that how one can explore the international opportunities.
Hmm. You all are active on LinkedIn.
Yes, sir.
I know Instagram वगैरह पे तो सब लोग
Yes,
एक्टिव
sir.
होंगे, but LinkedIn पे काफी लोग एक्टिव हो.
So only on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hmm. Uh, See, country-wise, if we will talk about country-wise or continent-wise, um, you will get a lot of opportunities to work in Asia as a fresher. You will get a lot of opportunities to work in US, Europe. Uh, why? But the visa process is quite difficult there. So Asia is one thing where you can land up as a fresher. But if you think like, as a fresher landing up with a good opportunity outside India, It is very difficult, my dear friends. I'm telling you very, very frankly, because I'll only talk about and what is the reason that I will also mention. What happens is countries like Middle East, you know, there are certain amount of businesses uh, which have a lot of openings. Businesses like hotel industry, uh, businesses like probably travel industry, and oil business. Definitely, if you are an engineer with oil and technology kind of background, uh, you will get opportunities. But a plain MBA or a plain commerce graduate, uh, you need to acquire certain skills and spend some time in your own home country to work and to get experience, because here in these countries they have only sales offices. The HR functions and the human centric functions, it is mostly located in the countries where the skill set, they can easily get the skill set at a cheaper price. This is how companies look. This is one thing where you are landing in job, but yes, there are a lot of things, lot of international opportunities where you all can try, and you can all can have a very nice future, bright future. I'm sure you might have heard about PR processes in countries like Canada, Australia. Have you all explored those kind of opportunities?
No, sir.
No. Why I'm mentioning this? Because if you are interested, straight away moving out of India and working, start your career, this is the right time. It is definitely the right time, because you are in the right age group, and the time is such that these countries are inviting. So straight away you may apply for PR, and you may get PR. You may land there. Definitely you'll get a job. Job is not a problem in those countries. Payment is, across all the kind of jobs, payment is good, very good. And if you're starting your career there, then you have a bright future and bright life. If you are interested, moving outside. My question, my answer was just particularly related with this question. Otherwise, India is a land which is full of opportunities. I'm telling you, you will, and the opportunities will end in countries like, my neighbors, or where I'm sitting right now, in some other countries. But in India, opportunities are not going to vanish. One will go, 10,000 will come. Job
Yes.
losses, job losses is not a problem in India. You will lose one job, 10 others will be, on your way. So stop thinking about all these things. क्या होगा कोविड की वजह से या प्लेसमेंट की वजह से? सबकी प्लेसमेंट होगी, सबको बढ़िया जॉब मिलेगा. नहीं जॉब मिला तो just change and join some other one. So don't take tension. Enjoy your MBA time. You are going to miss it, when you will go in future. And this is the time to learn. This is the time to, work on yourself, make yourself competent, make your skills sharp, and with the right attitude. And the place is full of opportunities. You all can check with me one to one if anybody is interested in, in moving out. So I can really give you good suggestions at this point of time. So there is a different process, but that works. That really works.
Sure, sir. Definitely, we will approach you if anyone would be interested.
Yeah.
Sir, next question is, what things we need to work on more for being successful life in corporate world?
I think I answered that question already. No? Do
Yes,
you
sir,
want
you
me to
answered. You answered.
do you want? I mean, if you're still confused, I can repeat that. But I
No,
think
sir.
I already answered this question. Yeah.
Yes, sir, definitely. So, as we know, as we all have done our SIPs currently, and many of us would be still confused at how it would be useful in a corporate world. So, would you please enlighten us with that part? How SIP experience would be helpful in our final placement?
What does this abbreviation mean, so that I can give you right answer? SIP, Summer Internship Project.
Summer internship program.
You need to understand, I left MBA 12 years back. And I want to answer you correctly. So I was wondering, SIP क्या है, systematic investment plan इन्होंने क्यों किया होगा अभी? Okay. I think ma'am is not convinced with my answers. I could see her smiling but not saying anything. Director ma'am, I really I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm just talking to my classmates again. I feel like I'm back to MBA again. That is why I'm answering them in an informal way so that we all could understand what I'm talking. I'm sorry, but I cannot be more formal. I'm not formal even in my office, even in my interviews. I'm like this only. Okay, so sorry, Amisha, you need to repeat your question.
How can we can use a SIP in our final placement? How it could be beneficial for us?
See, your SIP is, 500% sure is going to help you in your final placement that you will receive, that you will get from college. I'm telling you why. No matter whichever interview you are facing, wherever you are going to face, give that interview. Interviewer has to come up with a set of questions, right? Now, most of you are completely fresh. You do not have any work experience. And if you do not have, it reflects from your CV. So the interviewers, they can also not ask or they cannot expect about the job profile that they will be offering you to answer the questions related to that. So they are going to ask you whatever you will present to them, whatever is mentioned in your CV. They are going to ask you questions not from textbook. They are going to ask questions from your summer internship project, what exactly you did, and they will try to find whether how efficiently you have completed your project works. And trust me, they all are expert person. If they are asking you and with your answers, they will come to know how much effort you have put in. So it is very important, Amisha, very, very, very important. I repeat to all of you, please focus on your summer internship project. अभी आगे भी कोई project मिलेगा, please do it by heart, because these will be the things that will be asked from you during your interview. They will not ask what exactly you presented, what theorems you written, what were your observation. They might ask you how was your life, probably when you joined office, or what the project given, what was your experience, and the day-to-day activities that you did in 2-3 months, the primary and secondary data that you collected during your project, and they'll come to know about, basically they will judge for your sincerity and again the attitude, how sincere you were in your classes, how sincere you were in order to complete your project. And they will, if I'm interviewing you, I will look for all these kind of things. Okay, you sincerely did your project, you are focused, and so definitely if I'm offering you this job, probably when you'll join tomorrow, you will show the same amount of dedication and hard work and the right attitude, right? So these are the skills that any hiring manager is looking forward for. So and how will you learn these skills? You definitely have to work on your summer internship projects sincerely. वो एक थोड़ा सा introduction हो जाएगा. My name is Abhisha Pandey. I belong to this city. My father is this. My mother is this. I have brothers, sisters. I completed my 12th and graduation from this with this much of percentage. Okay, if it is 90 and 100%, close to 100%, it will be like, wow, she's studious. And then after that, they are not going to ask you questions from your studies, right? They are not going to ask you to draw Maslow's hierarchy, need theory, or Darwin's theory, or Darwin's theory, or something like that. या तुम मुझे अभी बोर्ड पे करके बताओ कि NPV IRR निकाल के दिखाओ, कि 10 years का cash flow है, and what will be the NPV and what will be the IRR you will be doing in order to approve this project. They are not going to do that.
Yes, sir.
So your answers should show sincerity. Your answers should show dedication that you put on the amount of work that you did in order to complete these summer training project SIP.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Definitely. So next is that how working in Dubai is different from working in India.
ट्रैफिक नहीं है यार यहाँ पे बिल्कुल भी 5 मिनट में ऑफिस पहुंच जाता है रेस्ट एवरीथिंग इज सेम
Okay, sir.
rest no okay let me put it in other words um, see if you're working in Mumbai if you're working in Delhi you know the kind of work culture those offices have in India if I'll talk about my working experience I was in Gurgaon I worked in Delhi for almost 5-6 years in 2-3 different companies. I worked in Mumbai for 2 years. I worked in Pune for 2 years. These are the three cities where I worked in India. Now, working environment in Delhi was completely different than working environment in Mumbai and Pune. And there was a lot of cultural changes as well. You meet different kind of people. You meet, different skills are same, but the difference is culture, and cultural difference is a huge thing. Is a huge thing. uh, Working in India, how it is different from working in Dubai is a very small place with talents across the globe. Everywhere, I mean, everyone from different company, whether it's a Brit, European, Russian, African, Asian, Indian, Pakistani, they all want to come and work in Dubai because of tax-free thing. People want to work here so that they can save. Now, with all these factors, you have multicultural people work in the same environment. You need to be very, 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 very cautious. This is the only difference that I can see. How it is different from working in India. Rest, the second factor, which you thought, I am saying it's a joke. No, it's not a joke. That is true. Truth. So these are the changes. Rest everything is same. You work on laptop. You work on the same PowerPoint presentation. You present. You sell. You deliver. You are in operations. You're doing the same job. Everything is same. Probably I didn't. If you wanted to ask me something in a different way, you can elaborate your questions differently so that I can answer you.
Sure, sir. Definitely.
Hmm.
Okay. So the last question is
Hmm.
that since we all are approaching towards a placement time, so
Hmm.
what would you suggest us that what should we do to make our interview or our point stronger?
Yes, this is very important. You should have asked this in first. So you all should start preparing yourself for interview. Make your personality which is presentable in interview. Studies, okay, it is important. Your textbook thing is very, very important. Work on your soft skills. Um, Work on different ways um, that you can present the same CV, same background in interviews. But they are interviewing 50 students. Probably 10 have said the same thing, same biodata, same introduction. How could you differentiate yourself? Because you will not get lot of things, differentiation. But you need to work on your soft skills. You need to work on your presentation. You need to be up to date on all the current affairs, what is going on there, not on Sushant Singh and Kangana Ranaut. What is going on in international business, what is happening in um, probably in the market, in the industry. Um, if you come up with with the uh, right data is very important. Always remember when you
Yes.
are quoting data, it should be accurate. 10% का 100% नहीं होना चाहिए,
Yes.
100% का 10% नहीं होना चाहिए. When you are using phrases like more than half or 50%, just exact 50%, or just below 50%, 48. I mean, if it is 48%, probably you can quote it. Everybody's saying 48%. You can quote like just below 50%. All these small things, it hits in the mind of interviewer, because you are presenting the same data in a different way. Um, and apart from college assistance, be very proactive on LinkedIn. Very proactive on LinkedIn. Keep a track. Follow all those companies who hires. You know, basically big. At this point of time, I would suggest you all to focus on big technology companies, technocentric companies like TCS, Infosys. Uh, uh, you know, because they hire in bulk and they hire from all profiles. It doesn't matter whether they have. I mean, when I was at your place, I used to think only engineers can go in these companies. No, even MBAs and people like profile, people who have profile like you and me, commerce graduate with MBA finance and marketing, they hire freshers from these field as well because they have fields like pricing, commercials, and billing, finance. They don't need engineers for that, and they have a big team as good as some other industry has. So start following them on LinkedIn. Follow their HR portals. They keep on coming up with new opportunities, and be ready to move. Okay, this is very important thing. I should definitely tell you that thing. You should always be ready to move. Do not stick on one place or at one place. मैं दिल्ली की हूँ तो मुझे दिल्ली में नौकरी चाहिए, मैं लखनऊ का हूँ मुझे लखनऊ में चाहिए, मुझे तो वापस मुंबई जाना है, मुझे वापस गाजियाबाद के पास ही कहीं रहना है, गुड़गांव से गाजियाबाद 2 घंटे का रास्ता है, तो I can manage, I cannot. Just throw all these things from your mind if you want to move ahead. So mobility is one thing. You should always be ready with your bag, one bag, at least 10 years down the line from now. So whatever is your commitment, is there. You cannot run away from those commitments. But mobility is one thing which is really important, because you need to follow opportunities. The opportunities will not follow you. And if you lose, नहीं यार ये job तो मुंबई में है, ये तो पूना में है, मैं तो वहाँ नहीं जा सकता, मैं नहीं जा सकती. I could not see faces of boys here. Why? I could only see Surendra Tiwari. I mean, is MBA, ma'am, MBA is full of girls only? You put some 90% criteria for MBA कि 90% से ऊपर के नीचे के लोगों को लूंगी नहीं, तब तो लड़कियां ही आएंगी. लड़के तो वैसे I don't know. I could not see anyone.
They ask all boys to put on their cameras. They must have exhausted their data by that time, I think. All sponsor.
Okay.
Ask all students to put on their cameras.
Ma'am, I have already messaged, but student, just open up your cameras, please.
We want to see the faces of boys.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to know कि I.T.S. I mean ऐसा तो
No, we haven't changed the policy. We are
no, I thought we are doing a specialized course for women only.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, Arpan, मैं इन लोगों को एक benefit बता देता हूँ तुम्हारी तरफ से. He'll be selecting students for Dubai, those who look smart. So जब आप कैमरा ओपन करोगे तभी पता चलेगा आप कितने स्मार्ट हो. Otherwise, he'll not pick up you for the job.
अरे नहीं सर, मैं फैशन इंडस्ट्री में नहीं हूँ कि I know look smart looking person, probably
एक बार कैमरा ओपन करा लेना.
Yeah, sure. I could see a lot of faces now. Aman Singhal, Ankush Rana, Surendra Tiwari was always there. Anyways, so Amisha and all.
Arpan, Surendra Tiwari ji is a professor and he's a chairperson of the board. But he looks like young. He is very young.
So unknowingly, sir, I gave you a compliment.
Actually, he promised me that he will get a job in Dubai, so I keep on keeping my camera open.
I was complimenting you, and you were not saying anything. Even Amisha was not saying anything. Even ma'am was sitting silently. हाँ, वो बाद में जाके आपको चुगली वो करने वाले थे, पिंच करने वाले थे सब कुछ.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir. So to sum up, 3-4 things that you can list down from this session. You need to be prepared for any kind of changes. You need to have right skill set, which should be very dynamic. That means आज मैंने ये 5 skills सीख ली, बस अभी तो मेरा काम हो गया, बल्ले बल्ले. No, you need to जैसे pencil sharp करते हैं ना, you need to keep on sharpening your pencil.
Yes, sir.
That exactly that goes with the skill. It should be very dynamic. आज मैं जो अगर 3-4 चीजें बताऊंगा probably वो कल जाके outdated हो जाएंगी. But right attitude that I said, you know, and the mobility factor that I told, this will always work with you. Always work with you. Do not get yourself associated and stick to a place which you do not like. You need to enjoy your work. You need to enjoy your life. एक जगह स्टिक होके नहीं रहना है ना, नहीं तो फिर वो वही होता है यार, कल मंडे है, ओ सैटरडे
sir.
कब आएगा, you know. So these things are very very important, and challenges are there. I'm sure we all are facing a very difficult time. You know, you are facing, I am facing, everybody is facing. But this shall pass. We shall overcome this as well, and it is not going to stop anything. You know, here in Dubai, we went for lockdown for 2-3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then we started coming to office. And COVID is still here. Numbers are increasing, but life is as normal. It is very normal. And when I talk to my parents back there, my family back there in India, they say हमें तो कोविड दिखता ही नहीं है आपको. Probably, you know, Delhi and Mumbai में ज़्यादा है. They live in Varanasi, so you know they don't see it. So this cannot stop us. That's the thing. Anyways, any other question, Amisha?
No, sir. All
That's
the
it?
questions are over. Yes, sir. That's it.
Wow, nobody's asking. Any questions from boys?
Yeah. If anyone would like to ask, they can ask her directly now.
Okay, let me ask. So this is only MBA group,
Yes, sir.
or PGDM students are also here? No.
So only MBA.
आपने बिल्कुल नितिन सर, आपने बिल्कुल MBA स्पेसिफिक सेशन रखा है, हाँ?
Since you are MBA alumni ना, this must
तो
be
मतलब
for MBA.
PGDM. Okay.
नहीं, तुम्हें गेस्ट की तरह दिखाएंगे वहाँ पर.
Okay, so Abhi, I think the strength has increased a lot, right? Yeah, it used to be 60 students
240
before.
is the total intake.
Wow,
Yeah.
very nice, very nice. अभी तो सब बराबर हो गए PGDM के. अभी how right? Very good.
हमारे जब
very good.
बैच था तो PGDM का ज्यादा होता था उस टाइम पे. Because
Yes,
you were the third batch,
Yes,
so it was 60, right?
yes,
Or
yes.
PGDM was 120 at that time.
Okay.
Now PGDM is 180 and MBA is 240.
You all must be in third semester, right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is in third semester.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. So now is the right time. You all need to focus on apart from studies. You know, you need to focus on your soft skills. Do lot of arguments. Do lot of debates. You know, I'm sure faculties इतने अच्छे हैं. रोज कोई ना कोई presentation होता ही होगा. Do active participation in, because those are the platforms that you will never get in your life. फिर क्या होगा ऑफिस में जब you know, when you'll go and join corporate, probably you will work for 3-4 years, and then one fine day you will be promoted, and then after getting promotion, the next day your boss will ask you to give a presentation on company's business to the board or to the management. Just imagine what will happen. Your adrenaline level rushes from your spine and it goes and bursts out. Okay, it feels like you are doing a skydiving. So why I'm saying this will happen to you instantly. You will not get time to prepare for that. Now is the time. Now is the time. Use this opportunity. Use this time. You all should have a competition within yourself for presentation, for you know, different debates. Just participate. And जब वो interview का time आएगा ना, when we'll go and for interview.